Good morning, Facebook. Lindsay Price here, resident playwright for Theater Folk. I'm already regretting this idea. This is the problem with with large screen. You actually see what you look like. Anyway, it's the glare. If I do that, is that better? Maybe that's better. It's Facebook early morning. It is 7 a.m. This is the I have my very large tea. I drink green tea. What do you drink in this very early morning? I wish I could drink coffee. I am not a coffee drinker. I can't stand the smell. It's early morning Facebook Friday giveaway. And today is a day that this fall, I begin a huge adjudication project. I will be adjudicating plays on most weekends and most in February, 5 days a week for this year. So I will be driving on the road and adjudicating a show tonight. So we're doing this a little bit differently. It's 7 a.m. There is a giveaway for today. It is in the description. I'm going to talk about it. And there is also a play in the description that I am going to talk about this Friday. So my face is in your feed, and I apologize for the early morningness and what the early morningness looks like. What are you going to do? I'm gonna have a sip of tea. I'm gonna tell you about maybe if I do this, maybe I would feel more comfortable if I just basically hid my face for most of this. The giveaway. Let's talk about the giveaway. Actually, I should show you the giveaway, and then you don't have to look at my face. So today is an awesome giveaway. It is an exercise. It's got an assignment attached to it, and it has a little bit of Alexander Hamilton, which we all know is on everybody's mind right now. So the whole idea is called Taking a Page from Hamilton's Book, Using Theater to Share and Celebrate History. This is the Friday Facebook Theater Folk giveaway. The link for this assignment is in the description. Get it, download it, take it into your classroom, do this assignment, sing Alexander Hamilton for them. And what it is an assignment to create a theatrical presentation using a moment in a historical event. So the assignment uses Hamilton as the example of a theatrical presentation in of a historical event. So think about a moment or that are especially important or interesting. For example, in Hamilton, there is the moment when Alexander Hamilton meets Angelica and Elizabeth Schuyler. There is the moment when there's the Battle of Yorktown. There is the moment when he becomes George Washington's right-hand man, and then pick a style. So you're going to get your students to pick a moment, a historical event, and then a style of theater. So how are they going to present this historical event? Are they going to do it in mime? Are they going to make a movement piece of this historical event? Are they going to create monologues, have the characters in historical George Washington monologues, a radio play, spoken word, musical theater, of course, puppetry, comedy, absurd, clown. Can you imagine a piece where the historical event is presented as clowns, right? And not only have your students think about a style of theater, but why this style of theater. That's always important. Excuse me. Why is this style of theater useful or interesting or inventive for presenting the material? And so that it's not just, we chose it because. If you're going to use this as an assignment, the best thing to do is to make sure that students are coming up with the why. And then the groups have to present their moment in history, present in a style of theater, and that there is a some kind of visual representation of whatever time period they are presenting their moment of history from. So they take their moment of history, they choose a style of theater, and what is one visual representation that they can establish their time period, right? Using the example of Alexander Hamilton, if they have some period costuming, right, to contrast with the modern music, and there's minimal props, there's minimal set, and that is what Lin-Manuel Miranda and the production company chose. So one moment in history, one moment in history, one style of theater, and some sort of visual representation of the time period. And then they come up with a performance presentation. 4 minutes is usually good. You want to limit students when it comes to time periods for, as in terms of length for pieces. Gives them focus. It keeps the performance from dragging on. You want to get to the point of the history, get to the point of the story. Everyone presents in front of the class. An alternative to this assignment is that you could have everybody looking at the same historical event, but each group has to choose a different style of theater, and each group has to choose they have to perform the moment in a different way. And that could be really interesting, could lead to a really interesting discussion about how one moment can be represented theatrically in a number of different ways. So this is the giveaway. This is the assignment. You need to go to the description and click the link, and you will find the description for this assignment that you can download the PDF and take into your classroom right away. Taking a page from Hamilton's book, Using Theater to Share and Celebrate History. Are you just tuning in? This is my morning face. I apologize. I'm so sorry this face is in your feed this morning. I'm just gonna stand behind my this is my Haunted Mansion Disney World mug, and this will be our Facebook moment where I just sit here and drink tea. you can download the link for Taking a Page from Hamilton's book, Using Theater to Share and Celebrate History. This assignment also comes with a individual reflection, right? So reflect on the exercise and how your group worked together to create the piece. What was it like to work together? Were you able to collaborate? What was easy about creating this piece from a moment in history? And what was the hardest part? And what would you do differently given the chance to repeat the exercise? So I also, just because this is one of my favorite things about theater, is we can take something. Theater is amazing for cross-curricular opportunities, to take something and theatricalize it, to take something and from one era and put it into another. And one thing that theater does really well is take moments that aren't supposed to be on stage and put them on stage. Take people who are not supposed to be on stage and put them together. And one play of ours, which I think that I just wanted to highlight for doing just that, is Scarlet Expectations of a Drowned Maiden and Two Greek Queens by Robert Wing. That's a long mouthful, and now it's 7:08 a.m. This is Morning Face. Lindsay Price here, resident playwright for Theater Folk. We just talked about the Friday giveaway for today, which is a cross-curricular assignment that you can give your students. You can download and give to your students right away. It's morning, so you could give it to them today if you wanted to. And about how theater is really great for mixing elements and moments and people who aren't supposed to be together, but are cross-curricular, wonderful opportunities. And we've got to play Scarlet Expectations of a Drowned Maiden and Two Greek Queens, which by Robert Wing. The link for that is also in the description. You can go and you can read sample pages. You can read up to 80% of our sample pages before you have to buy, so that you know exactly what you're getting. And here in this, we've got characters who shouldn't be together. We have Penelope, who is the wife of Odysseus. So we've got a character from the Odyssey. We have Medea, the lovely Greek Medea, who, goes to the extreme when things don't go her way. We have Hester Prynne, right? Scarlet A. We have Miss Havisham. Charles Dickens' Miss Havisham, left at the altar, spending the rest of her life in her wedding dress. Ophelia. Oh, Ophelia. Caught between a father and a boyfriend, and she doesn't stand a chance. We just have all of these characters who shouldn't be together from all different eras, from all different points in the literature spectrum, and they are all on a talk show, right? They are all on the DD show. Legendary TV talk show host DD Dane welcomes women who just can't seem to get it right when it comes to men. But DD guests aren't just any women. These relationship-challenged women are none other than some of literature's most memorable characters. Hester Prynne, Ophelia, Miss Havisham. Great Expectations. I was faking. I was like, it's not David Copperfield. I know it's not David Copperfield. And it's Great Expectations and the Odyssey and Medea. Sometimes you need to take something like a historical moment and you need to express that moment in modern music, rap music. Sometimes you need to take characters and you need to put them together. Theater does it best. Theater does cross-curricular best, and theater is a wonderful place for characters like Ophelia and Medea to be in the same play. It's tea time. Hang on. So there is a wonderful cross-curricular assignment that you can download. The link is in the description. Using theater to share and celebrate history, taking a page from Hamilton's book, a great segue if you have students who are really into Hamilton. Tell them that they are going to be doing following the exact same model, taking a moment from history and putting it on stage. Hamilton's tagline, which is history yesterday told by history today. People from history, people talk about people yesterday. No, history yesterday. History yesterday told by America. Yesterday told by America today. That's it. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. What do you want? Tell them they're doing the same thing. Tell them to take a moment from the past and for them to do it today, like in their voice and in their theatrical style. And I think that's the way to hook, that's the way to get them excited. Okay, so and Scarlet Expectations of a Drowned Maiden and Two Greek Queens, a wonderful, wonderful comedy. And that's the other thing too. Take characters who aren't supposed to be in one genre and put them in another genre, right? Medea, not a comedy character. Miss Havisham, she's not funny. Penelope, the Odyssey, it's not a laugh riot. And Ophelia, she doesn't get a lot of chuckles. Ophelia is not she's not a chuckle comedic character. She doesn't get the funny. And all of these characters who are in one genre, in pieces with very, very specific tone, and put them in a TV talk show and see what happens. And I'm just like, so we've got, the beginning is the description. I'm going to take a sip of tea. All right, Ophelia. DD asks, Ophelia, you're quiet. Ophelia, you're quiet. What's on your mind? Well, DD, I was thinking about how I always did what I was told. I never talked back to my dad, and my ex-boyfriend Hamlet couldn't have asked for a better girlfriend than me. No matter what he said, no matter how crazy he acted, I never questioned him. I never shouted back. I was tempted to, but I didn't, because good girls don't. Medea. And where did that get you? Huh? I'll tell you where it got you. Dead. Floating in a stream. The audience boos at her. Hey, I'm just telling where it is. Hester Prynne, who are you to judge Ophelia? You murdered your own children. I say, judge not, lest ye be judged. Medea says, and I say, lex talionis, or something like that. That's Greek for an eye for an eye. And that's how Greek girls roll. Right, Penelope? It is a girl parts for days in terms of interesting and unique parts. 2, easy to stage. It is a talk show set, which means you need chairs. And 1 act, excellent. You're in, you're out. Wonderful competition piece. Okay, so this is me. This is Facebook Live morning. I don't know if there will be another. Well, you know what? My Fridays have not become my own for the next little while. So you may be seeing me early morning. Maybe I'll look different though, or maybe I'll just put a bag on my head. That'll do it. And this is Facebook Live Giveaway Friday. There is a giveaway. There is a wonderful assignment taking a page from Hamilton's book, using theater to share and celebrate history, where your students can take a moment in history, choose a style of theater, create a 4-minute presentation, put it up in front of the class, and have a reflection and discussion at the end. And theater, as we all know, is amazing for cross-curricular, is amazing for taking things that don't necessarily belong together in real life and putting them on the stage and creating a world. And there is no better world than Scarlet Expectations of a Drowned Maiden and 2 Greek Queens, where we have some of literature's greatest women characters. Penelope in the Odyssey, Medea, Hester Prynne from the Scarlet Letter, Miss Havisham from Great Expectations, Ophelia, we know Ophelia, and putting them together in the same room and getting them to share their grievances on a national television show. That works for me. So I am now going to continue to and share my morning tea, and you are going to get ready and go off and do your day, however it is that you enjoy your day. How do you enjoy your day? Let us know. Put that in the comments. What are you going to be doing today on this Friday in October? What is up for you? I'm off to do a very extensive adjudication, which I will need lots of tea for. Don't forget the link in the description for the Friday giveaway. Don't forget to go and look at Scarlet Expectations of a Drowned Maiden and 2 Greek Queens, an amazing competition comedy. And I will see you later.